Hello, my name is Matthew, and there's a yearly event on BookTube called March of the Mammoths, and it's hosted by Jason from Old Blues Chapter and Verse and Lukash from A Cruel Reader's Thesis. And I think just yesterday they posted their announcement videos for the March of the Mammoths. And um, it's to give us enough time to think about the big books that we want to tackle. A mammoth would be, under this definition, a mammoth would be any book that is over 800 pages in length. And it's a great event because it gives all of us an opportunity to pull down those big, intimidating tomes that um, at some point we were interested in, but maybe never felt like we had the time to commit to, or maybe it was just intimidating, or any of those kinds of thoughts that leaves one of those big books to sit on our shelves and collect dust. And it's just a month to say, why don't we try to um, tackle these big books? And Lukash was careful to point out that um, it's not a contest, it's not a challenge to um, finish the book within a month, or if you can't finish it, then that you didn't participate or you failed in participating, or if it takes more than a month, and any of those sorts of things. It's just an incentive to give one of these big books a spirited attempt. And I know for me, um, of all of the books that I love, um, I always wish they were longer. So books that I was reluctant to um, pick up and start, I would often, if I loved it afterwards, I would think, why did it take me so long? Um, Conversely, those big, terrible books you can feel especially bitter about. And so, overnight and this morning, I had been thinking about the books that um, I've had my eyes on, had been thinking about um, for a while. Some for years or months or anything like that. And I've decided that I'm going to try Clarissa by Samuel Richardson. And I bought this last year, I'm sure, because of Steve's um, Daily Penguin, his March of the Penguins. And so this is the Penguin edition of Clarissa, or The History of a Young Lady by Samuel Richardson. And it's an oversized penguin. To give you an idea, this is a typical penguin size, so it's even larger, and it's a mammoth. um, I think it's just under 1,500 pages, and it's oversized and small print. So let's see if that catches. And other than a few sketchy details, small things that I know, I really have very little idea what this book is about. I know that it's one of the early examples of the English novel. I know that Samuel Richardson was very popular in his day, and he wrote a lot. And this, and then I think there's a book, Pamela, that he wrote, that are maybe his two most noteworthy books. But I know it's a novel of letters, so it's an upholstery novel. I'll read the back just so if anybody is interested in reading this with me. we can kind of learn about it together. So I'll just read the back cover. Pressured by her unscrupulous family to marry a wealthy man she detests, the young Clarissa Harlowe is tricked into fleeing with the witty and debonair Robert Lovelace and places herself under his protection. Lovelace, however, proves himself to be an untrustworthy rake whose vague promises of marriage are accompanied by unwelcome and increasingly brutal sexual advances. And yet, Clarissa finds his charm alluring, his scrupulous sense of virtue tinged with unconfessed desire. Told through a complex series of interweaving letters, Clarissa is a richly ambiguous study of a fatally attracted couple and a work of astonishing power and immediacy. A huge success when it first appeared in 1747, it remains one of the greatest of all European novels. So, okay, and we have a quote by Samuel Johnson. The first book in the world for the knowledge it displays of the human heart. I'll leave links to Jason's announcement video and the book that he'll be reading, and Lukash's announcement video and the book that he'll be reading. And there's a special tag, I think it's Marching Mammoths 2021. I'll make sure that I get it right when I type it out. But Clarissa by Samuel Richardson. If you've read it, let me know what you think, if you enjoyed it, if you thought it was too long, or that it could have been even longer because it was so enjoyable. As far as making videos, I'm not really sure. This will take up a lot of my time. I think it's about 50 pages a day to, if I were to try to finish it within the month. So I don't think I'll be making read-along videos as I go along, but I'll do something. So my stake into 2021's Marching Mammoths is this big old mammoth. Let me know what you think. Please leave a comment if you would like, and thank you for watching, and take care.